welcome back to the channel. I haven't been here in like 6 weeks. Um, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I did not mean to be gone for so long. I think I only wanted to take like a 2 to 3 week break, but it ended up being a whole lot longer than I expected or planned for it to be. But I hope you're all ready and excited to get back into working on the save file with me. Today, we're going to be working on a residential area. It's going to be probably quite a slow-paced video because I don't intend on doing any interior decorating. I'm going to be working on a few houses, kind of just shaping and mapping out what I want this part of the save to be. I'm going for a very I'm thinking of Twilight for some reason, like a very like deep in the forest vibe. I'm thinking this is sort of on the outskirts of the save file. You know, I've talked about this quite a lot. I do need to make a video to really speak about the aesthetic, so people who are new to the channel get it. But yeah, it's gonna be a very slow paced video. We're gonna be doing some tool modding, exterior decorating, working on some shells and stuff, and hope you enjoy that. Hope you enjoy seeing my process. So let's get into it. So this lot here is actually empty at the moment because I need to piece together a house. I've tried to do this one a few times today. I did these ones earlier, but this one I haven't been able to like really. I've done it a few times, but I just can't get the vision that I want down. I think because the size of the lot is really frustrating. I'm really struggling with this lot size. So yeah, we're gonna do just a classic ranch style, I think. Actually, first I'll sort of explain what I want these three houses to look like. So this one here is gonna be like the really big family home, I guess. I'm going for a larger house with this one. This one's gonna be like a little, like I said, like a classic ranch style home, and then this one here is gonna be sort of, it'll look like a ranch style home, but I'm going like kind of trailer mobile home vibe. I don't know. If I can get like a photo for this of what I'm looking at on Google Maps, I will put it in the video. If I don't do that though, just trust that this is gonna come to life. I haven't done a video like this before, so I can't like say or anticipate how long it's gonna take me to piece this together. It could be a lot of nothing. But I think a lot of you just put me on in the background anyway, so it literally doesn't matter. So we're gonna start with a box. I'm not the kind of person you want to take building advice from either, because I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I do whatever. I do what feels right. I do really need this to be, I need like these lots to be bigger. They're just too small. I haven't wanted to do this area purely because it is so small, these lots. I think that EA intended for them to be built outward in 2 stories, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to do my my single story homes that don't fit. Is that like pink? I'll set it to afternoon so you guys can see a bit more clearly. But how is everyone? I hope everyone is doing well. I had the really morbid thought earlier that like, because I have I think like 6,000 subscribers here on the channel, I was like, oh, what if one of you died? What if and I was like, oh, chill out. I was like, what's the percentage like chance of someone having died? That's crazy. I hope nobody did die, otherwise that would be really awkward of me to say. Maybe I'll do this one. Right, the roof that I'm looking at in this picture is like a metal roof. Where is it? This one? Oh. I'd like it if this was like darker. I don't want a blue one. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about what I've been up to though, because to be honest, I haven't been doing anything. I got really into Fortnite, but I've talked about this on here before. I've just been playing Fortnite on the weekends, and other than that, girl, nothing. I've been freaking out about my schoolwork, and that's about it. I really don't have anything interesting to say. So as for the catch up part, I guess there's not going to be a whole lot of catching up because I don't have anything to talk about. I also haven't touched the save file at all, and I kind of regret that because I feel like it would have been a really good opportunity for me to get some work in, and really like take my time with stuff, because I think when I make videos I feel a little bit pressured by myself, not by anyone else, but by myself, to work a little bit faster so that it's entertaining, and that can make it a bit harder to might do this for now. That can make it a bit harder for me to actually like have fun and know what I'm doing. So I can't see the front door of this house, and that's really annoying. Where's your front door? You've got these big bushes in the way. Get out the way. There's also no garage. They just have a driveway. Okay. Alright, I don't want this roof actually. I'll do that. And then we'll put in some doors for my peace of mind. Let's do... Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna end up hating this one and not even keep it, because I don't even... I'm trying to make sure all the houses I do have a unique look to them and a unique feel, so they don't just sort of... They need to have similarities, of course, because it's still an architectural style that's very common in this part of the US, but I want them all to still feel slightly different from one another, and I just don't think that this one is giving that right now, but whatever, we have to do something. Do like... Firstly, it's way too close to the road. I need to push it back quite a bit. Okay, that's better. Also not long enough. It's way too, like, short. Okay. I'm tempted to do... Oh, that's broken. That instead of what I've currently got going. I don't know. I think I like this more. I think trying to do that, like, really ugly roof metal thing was bothering me. Also need to do, like, a little garden thing. See, I need more space. Like, this... I don't understand this. Why not just have the lots touching? Please. What is this? Oh, cute. I didn't know I had this in my game. And I love this fence. The lawn fence. It makes me so happy. I actually don't understand why these people don't have a garage. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Where is your garage? They have 2 driveways. That's crazy. Why do you have 2 driveways in your house? Okay. Anyway, they also have some... these window things. I forget what they're called because I haven't played this in so long. Shutters. Window shutters. Right. Okay, did I delete the ones that I had? I may have done that. I did go through and delete a bunch of custom content earlier today, and I may have accidentally deleted my window shutters. Whoops. Because... okay, that's not going to fit. Well, actually, did I used to just... I think I used to just size these up. Now that I think of it. I think I used to just size all of my window shutters up. Well, guess I'll do that. And that would need to get sized down. Okay, just have to see. I'm gonna have to adjust them again, I think, but probably like 0. Wait, 1 point, no, 0 0.3? Oh, okay, no, I was right. 1.3. Oh, 0.2. Okay, I think that actually might be the right size. Yeah. I wish I could tell you guys about what's been happening in my life while I was away, because I honestly, you know what? I honestly wish I could talk about anything going on in my personal life, like at all. Because I think you would all be absolutely losing your minds if you knew what was happening. But I don't think I can talk about it on here because I just don't think it would be appropriate for me to really start like getting into my personal life on a Sims video, on the off chance that someone who's not like in the circle that I've sort of created on here just finds a video and then finds out all this unnecessary and random information about my personal life. But yeah, just know that it's been crazy. Okay. I mean, this, like I said, there's a random like freaking second driveway in this house that I'm looking at, but I can't fit it on here, unfortunately, because of the size of this house. I wish that this was flipped because I want it to be. I also think I want to raise it up. Should I do that? Should we do? Okay, now I'm starting to question things again. No, not that. Ew. We could do this. You know what? I actually kind of think that's cute. I've not used this paneling before, but I might do that. And then I'll change my mind. No doubt. Okay, so we should also put in a chimney because there is a chimney in this, and should put in one of these, probably. Is that the right one? Yeah, it's an antenna. I mean, it looks a little scary, but that's fine. What kind of chimney do they have? Just a regular chimney. I always think chimneys look too bulky in this game. Why does it do that? Why does it always raise up like that? Does anyone have that weird issue where when you like pick a chimney up, it raises up for some reason? Okay, that looks a little strange. Now they have a bunch of random bushes in the front of their house. Also, I think I'm gonna have to make the backyard smaller again because I think this is still too close for me to be able to do the front yard. So chances are I will have to make the actual house size bigger as well. And then they'll have a teeny tiny backyard, but that's fine. Okay. Now, I wish I could do what I wanted to do on this side of the house as well. I kind of have some bins out the front. I also have a car, but where are my cars? Let's see if I remember this one person's name. SG5150, I think. If my game will load. This takes so long. I swear I don't even have that much custom content in my game. I'm gonna tell you guys the number, but it's literally not that much, I promise you. I think I have like 57 gigabytes of custom content. That's like a decent halfway point, I think, between like having minimal CC and having like a lot. Because to me, a lot of custom content would be 100 gigabytes, sorry. And that's crazy. Be honest, who out here has 100? Who out here has 100 gigabytes of custom content in their game? Because that's just insane to me. I can't comprehend. What do you have in your game to have that much? Which car should we do? This, I like this one because it's like bigger and it's taking up more of the driveway. It says Ford on the back. I like these, but I think they have like a weird kind of texture to them on the colored parts. Like that's so black. Like so dark. It's a little bit unnecessary. And then yeah. I think I'll do the green one for now. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do some ginormous bushes out front. Actually, let's do the terrain paint first. What am I looking for? I think I deleted a bunch of terrain paints I had too, which makes me really sad. Let's do like some... Ooh. Okay, that's very realistic. That's giving. Yeah. You know what? This area is actually not too bad. I didn't like it before, but I'm actually kind of seeing my own vision come to life, so that's good. I do think we need more grass though. I just made it really dirty for no reason. Okay, there we go. Like I said, we need some ginormous bushes. Should we do these ones? That's kind of like what they have, but like I feel like this is too big. I don't know. I might be able to make it look a little bit like add some more dimension to it. That's actually a lot better like that. See guys, building can be literally this simple. You don't have to be doing anything crazy complicated with your builds. You can literally do this and it looks like a real house, you know? I think some people get really intimidated by building. Like I said, I'm not the kind of person to go to for build tips because I have no idea what I'm doing and I literally wing everything and it's kind of just I trust the process. Like it'll all work out eventually. Like I'm really just trusting in whatever that it's gonna be okay. But yeah, there's absolutely no faith in it at all. It is the simple though. Just follow your heart, follow your dreams. I have considered doing like a video on how I build in The Sims 4, how I build realistically, but I fear it would be a whole lot of nothing. I did this one here. I like these bushes, but they are a little bit on the alpha side, and it's kind of, you know, every now and then I like it. Every now and then I change my mind. It's part of life. Okay, I need more bush. We need more bush. Never have enough bush. I'm gonna do, I think, a little fence here and here at the front. Should we do some grass? Actually, I think my game is set in... Oh no. Never mind. It's okay. This is one of the best things to come out of an expansion pack is this grass. I love it. It does so much. It's such a good detail. I actually think it's kind of... Sims 4 is at a stage in its lifetime, I guess, where I would say that while we don't have everything that we need, what we have is like decent, whereas like 5 years ago it was a hot mess. So I don't know, I'm grateful for that at least. What did we all think of fairies when they came out, by the way? Because I thought they looked terrible. Like, not the fairies themselves, they seem fine, but the gameplay seemed really bad. I did watch a few videos of people playing with it and it just seemed kind of silly and pointless. and I also was disappointed that the world was really hideous. It was like, I hated it. I thought the world was really ugly. And what else? I don't know what else I thought. I was really annoyed when I saw the announcement for the new expansion pack that's coming out, because it literally just, it looks... I'm so annoyed by that, because why are we still doing this? Why are we still doing this? I know I complain about it in every video. I just can't believe that EA really just does not care, like, at all about what people are saying about their game. So many people make complaints about it and they just don't learn. Why are we getting another, like, Outdoor Retreat knockoff? And someone made a really funny post about how it's basically got more hobbies in it than business. Like, this is where all the hobbies went. And I thought, yeah, like, that's crazy. The EA just doesn't listen. They just don't. I can't believe that. This fallen tree is so slay. I've never had a reason to use this, but it is slay. Also, am I crazy if I say that, like... Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my bed. Am I crazy if I say that I feel like with it being sort of... What's the theme of the pack? I don't really know what the theme of the pack is. Isn't it like I don't know. Is it like a vacation? Maybe not then. But I was really hoping that EA would actually hear the community and finally do an Africa pack, because I think that that's the #1 thing people are asking for right now, because we have so much other stuff in the game, and I'm just completely, it blew me, like, I was so shocked that we were getting Outdoor Retreat again, except with Playgrounds and the Imaginary Friend doll, which I never expected that bitch to come back. The Imaginary Friend doll is one of my favorite features of The Sims 3. I absolutely adore that thing. I know most people hated it. I loved it. I thought it was so cute. It was so fun. It was one of my favorite things to play with. So when I saw that creature, I was so taken aback, because what is that thing? It's hideous, first of all. And then second, I don't know where they're going with it. I don't know. It seems to me like they've really dumbed down the process of making the Imaginary Friend doll real. Again, the pack hasn't come out yet, so I don't really know what they're going for with it, but it looks a little bit ridiculous so far from what I've seen. It looks a little bit like they were just like, oh, let me just turn you real through a social interaction instead of in The Sims 3, which, if you haven't played that game before, the Imaginary Friend dolls in The Sims 3, you had to have like level 10 chemistry skill, and then you could make a potion to turn them real, and then they would turn real. Or you could do the really complicated route of like finding a really incredibly rare gem in The Sims 3. It was like the rainbow gem or something. You could look for that, and then you could use that to turn them real. And I remember I used to try and do that method a lot when I was a kid, and it never worked out because I could never find it. Okay, what fencing should we do? Should we do the chain link fencing or the wood fencing? I do like how this yard is coming out. I think that it is definitely looking the way that I want it to, but I don't know, because in my other residential area I've only done chain link. Chain link? I would say wire because it's not as stressful for me to say. I've really done wire fencing, but I feel like the wood makes more sense. I'm gonna do the wood. If I change my mind, that's fine. Push this back a little. Okay, that lines up kind of awkwardly, but whatever, girl. This is gonna annoy me. Okay, this also doesn't line up here, but that's fine. I feel like this looks a little bit strange. Maybe I should do it only like halfway. I do think this driveway needs to be not like this, but that's okay. That's cute. It does need a mailbox, but I think this is what this is where I'm gonna leave this house. Sort of just I've figured out what I want to do with it. I'm gonna do some tool modding actually along here and put some trees in because I want there to be. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll probably end up pushing this fence out, or I can maybe do, because this is the issue you run into when you want to make your neighborhoods look real, is oftentimes in real life houses will share a fence to separate backyards, but in The Sims 4 all the lots are separated like by a gap. I don't know if that's the case in every single lot, but in the first few worlds we got, the lots don't touch each other, so like there's always an awkward gap between residential lots, and it's really frustrating to deal with because then you have to tool mod things off. But I like to avoid tool modding as much as I possibly can because it can cause issues in your game. That's just the nature of The Sims 4, unfortunately. But I think I might honestly have to tool mod. I just don't know which house I want to make bigger. Probably like this one, but I don't know. I don't think I really need to do that to this house. I feel like this one could, but I can't really pull the house out. So it's kind of just stuck like that. So I probably will have to move this fence along here. I could do, oh, it won't let me select it. That's fine. I could do another fence here. And then, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll try and maybe we'll just place it in between the lots. That way they both have a little bit of extra space. But it bothers me because you can't put terrain paint, so then there's just a weird patchy area without any terrain paint on it, and it looks a little bit unnatural. That's fine. It's about, yeah, that's about how long it is. Okay. This is gonna be really frustrating, this part. That's not quite in the middle, but I guess that's okay. Like, I'm fine with that, I think. This fencing situation will change as well. I do really like this fence, but because it's only the one that you can draw, I can't tool mod it, which means I can't use it, sadly. So this tree... Have I also been using, like, pine trees? These ones? Not these ones specifically, but this style. I think I have. I like this one. Because it's, like, the prettiest one they've done of that tree type. I think I've probably... This one? That's a nice tree. And then we'll do maybe that. I'm gonna do some different sized ones for dimension. Be like a really, oh, that's a massive tree. Okay. I don't know if we need it that big, but we'll see, I guess. I swear I had some custom content ones as well, but I don't know if I did. Okay, let's just, you're not supposed to tool in build mode, but I'm gonna do it anyway because that's what I want to do. This is too big. That's, wait, yeah, that's too big. Okay. That's just a bit too big of a tree. My only issue with this is that I don't like when it obscures good lighting. When you have too many trees placed, it's like you can't see any pretty lighting at all. Also, I know this is a really irritating camera angle, but this is the only way I can do this. See what I mean? Like, I think we can still get a good sunset. At least until I do trees over here. This also isn't looking the way that I envisioned, but that's fine. We can kind of do a mix of things, I guess. Just the way that it is. Oh, what just happened? Okay, that's gonna go into the house, I think, but that's whatever. So I haven't done this one yet. I think this might go like inside the fence. Yeah, it is. Okay, my mouse is like stuck. Did my mouse just... Okay, I thought it died. Okay, it's fine. Alright. So that's kind of this. Okay, this one's a bit. Get rid of that. And that tree is definitely going to cause problems, but. Okay, I think my mouse is actually literally about to die. I need to get a battery for that. I don't know where I keep them. Yeah. Battery. Alright, so I figured out. I think this one's gonna have to go. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, we'll do like one more, I think, in between that, just to add. Yeah. Alright. So, should we do this side as well? I do need to figure out what this house is gonna look like. I have a photo of, or on my Google Maps, a house that's actually on the side, so it does make sense to do one like this, where it's sort of, you know, on the side of that. Like with the garage not facing. Oh, what the hell? So I think we're gonna do that. These are like very overgrown, kind of rundown houses. Maybe I can do... No, I probably can't do that. That's not gonna work. It won't fit. In that case, I might... I'm gonna leave the fence situation for now. We'll just hop on over to this one. But before I do that, though, I'm gonna save because I'm a bit scared. Okay. Currently set as a bar lot. That's great. Okay. So this one isn't elevated, so I think maybe I will retcon that idea. Maybe I should do like the... Because I want one of these houses to have this wood thing happening. Should I do this green? Okay, that's not green, but I just wanted to see what that would look like. It doesn't look good though. Okay, maybe we will have a look at it as green. That one, I don't think. Actually, that's not too bad. Does that make sense with this? I don't know. No idea, but it does have a... This one does have a garage, so I'm gonna do that. I want the one with the windows. Do I have one without windows? No, I don't. Wait, there it is. Okay. Alright, we'll do that. And then they do have a little porch thing. See, they've also got like a weird driveway situation. I don't really know what to make of this. Okay. They don't have any trees, but I'm gonna make that happen. I will be making trees a moment here. Maybe I will do like the fence around it first. Actually, I'll do the doors. I'll at least put some doors in. So that seems like a good idea. I feel like I could work out the floor plan for this one too. I'm just a bit worried I won't be able to fit any bedrooms because I'm not thinking about that. I wasn't thinking about that when I put it down, but it's okay. I also have no idea what I'm doing for these last two houses over here. In fact, chances are this house may end up being moved because I feel like the look of it kind of suggests it should be on the end of the street. So it could go on this 40 by 20. But I kind of want to do like, I don't know, in my vision to make it cohesive, I feel like it should all be residential singular family only homes, and then I'll do like some like, what are they called? Like, I've said like so many times. Those houses that aren't duplex house, they don't look like traditional apartment buildings, but they're sort of, they are apartments. Like they're, you know, 2 or 3 families in one building. I wanted to fit one here, but I don't know if that will make sense along this street, so yeah, but it might end up being moved, might not, we'll see. Okay, where is that one door I'm looking for? It's like the one I always use. Am I going oh, there it is. We'll do it there. And then we'll do just these windows, I think. My cheeks on. And I don't really want to do that one right now. I have another one that I would rather. Ugh. Okay, well, I don't know, we'll do that. I guess it's kind of like there's some weird terraining happening in this house. So I have like a flag. Let me look at the houses surrounding to see if they have anything I could steal. Oh, that's an interesting looking home. What the hell is going on with that? Some of these houses are so small. I just wonder, like, whose bed? Like, nobody's bed is fitting in that house. I wish I could get a better angle of this, because as it is, my angle is pretty bad. I can't really see much, but that's okay. I might... I think I'm just gonna try and do what I can with this and make it work. I'm just gonna have to wing it and not rely too much on what it actually looks like, because that's not gonna help. It's also currently set to a bar for some reason. To wait for that to load. Oh my gosh, please. It's freaking out because I made it we could do some shutters, not siding, shutters on this house as well. See how that looks, I guess. Where am I? Let's go to my favorites. I also hope you guys can't hear when I move. I actually have a a like crate under my desk that I just like rest my legs on whilst I'm playing Sims, or like just when I'm on my computer. When I was a kid, my grandmother had like a, what was it? Like a footrest under the desk. And instead of getting a footrest, I just use a crate because who has time for that? To be resourceful. So I'm gonna have to move this fence back. Like, put it in the middle. There we go. So here's the issue I'm gonna have, because this is not... I have all this terraining happening. I'm not gonna be able to indulge in any of it because I'm gonna have this ginormous gap between the lots. It's so irritating. I also hate that I can't make like an actual realistic driveway. Because of Sims 4's limitations. I've never really been that interested in Power Lives just because I don't like the art styles. Not for the houses. More so I don't like how the paras look. But the way that their build system seems to work, honestly sometimes seems a little bit superior to The Sims 4. Like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of things in The Sims 4 with building that are like really good, but I also think that whatever they're doing seems to be above The Sims in some ways. I also think it's really funny whenever they put out those surveys and are like, do you feel like Paralives could overtake The Sims 4? Like, okay, why are we feeling a bit nervous about that? Should I put down some trees? Maybe that'll help me with this, because currently I don't really know what I'm doing with this house. Do like... here. I feel like we should do some fencing along the back here as well. Try and sort of... Yeah, I think that makes some sense. Is that gonna fit there? Whoops. Oh my god. Please. Okay. There we go. Alright, so don't ask me what's happening with this. They have a weird little garden thing. There's supposed to be another driveway. Maybe I can make my random awkward driveway thing work. Maybe I can actually do that. There's just a random second... I've said this like a million times. There's another driveway here. I don't know who it's for or why it's there, but it is there. There's supposed to be like planter pots, but I feel like I could literally just do trees. I mean, I could just put the fence there. Like, I really could just put the fence there and then do the... I don't know. Should I do it? Should I just... Should I scoot this over? I want everything to feel like they're sharing the fence. Okay. Maybe we'll just do a really kind of overgrown garden situation. I also think I kind of want to do this as terrain paint instead of... Okay. I mean, that's very a lot. It's quite a bit happening here. Oh. Do this. Okay, I think we need to put in a little bit of... Oh, not that. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, this is fine. I just feel like there's not enough distinction between what's happening here and what's happening here. So I think we should do something darker for this. I think this house in particular, I want to be very rundown. Some kind of... The vibe I'm going for is very overgrown. A lot of greenery happening. Kind of... Maybe make the front yard feel a bit like a junkyard even. See what happens, because I may also completely change my mind. But yeah, we're trying to go for a very forested, like very dense forests in this area, because I'm thinking this is sort of on the outskirts of town. Have I already said this? I may have already said this, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but I'm thinking this is like as you're coming through, because I think I've explained this in the save file, but I don't intend on every, like, the placement of, you know, where the main area is in Willow Creek and where the residential area is in Willow Creek as well, to all feel like they go together. So I imagine this is probably closer to where the gas station and all that is, as opposed to the residential areas in Willow Creek being close to the gas station and the diner, everything. This is probably closer to the outskirts. So we're going densely packed forest kind of vibes. Alright, let's put in, let's see, just change that to make it warmer. Some trees. Probably not that one actually. What tree am I looking for? I don't even know. This one? This one? This one? No. This one? I really don't like this tree actually. I hate this tree. I hate it. Oh my god. That tree is really dark, but you know, let's do it. We need some shrubbery, I think. We need some bushes along here. None of this is going to be perfect, and a lot of it will probably change as I sort of experiment with this area, but this is definitely somewhere along what I'm looking to do, so. I really need to start working on Sims for this save file as well. I haven't been doing that. I think the reason I haven't done that is because although my like build style does change quite a bit and I go back and forth on stuff quite a lot, I can never have a like I just can't decide on what I want my Sims to look like. I'm constantly going back and forth on what I want my Sims to look like, and it's honestly, it's really hard to like make Sims just because I can't sort that out. It's making it very complicated and difficult. So you'll know when I've decided, I guess, for a style for the save file whenever I start showing what my Sims look like without them changing. I think I'm also going to push this back a little bit. I think this needs to be closer to here. That. Yeah. I think we need a little bit of overgrown grass. I'm thinking actually we'll do sort of like a patch, a few patches in the middle of the like driveway. Sort of like when like weeds and grass are growing through pavement. I mean, it's not quite gonna look like that, but we'll make it similar. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Where are the... That's cute, but not what I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. Do it along here. I think we need some trees along there as well. Where's my... Where's that one tree I had? This one? No. Came with this one, yeah. It's gonna go through the... I don't really know if I like the look of that with this house, but... whatever. Still gonna go through the fence, which is kind of annoying. Oops, I don't need that. I need this one. Okay, there definitely needs to be a fuller tree in between these. Okay, we can always make this smaller to look like a bush. Because these are really spaced together. I might do that and then get rid of that one and then also do this instead of... That honestly might be a little bit much, but I don't really know if I like having them. I think they're a bit too close together. I think it's okay to have a little bit of a gap in trees here. We don't need to have another tree there. We could do a different bush though. Maybe not that one, maybe this one. I use that quite a lot, but yeah, that's fine. I think I could. It's okay. Let's put down, I think 2 cars. I think there'd be like 2 cars in this driveway. I don't know why, I'm thinking. Or even 3. car people live here, I guess. There's constantly like 4 cars in the driveway of the house I'm living at right now because actually, you know what? The craziest thing is my dad owns like four cars, 4 whole cars, and I'm like, do you like genuinely do you need that many cars? I don't think he doesn't even use one of them. One of them's just like permanently in the backyard. It's just really strange to me. I just don't think one person needs that many cars. Granted, one of them is a work car, so like I can't really say anything about that. But the other ones, like, you don't need that. You just don't need them. You just don't. You like save some for the people who need cars. You're like taking all the cars. Ooh, this is a busted up car. She's a little crazy looking. You might do. Maybe one like that. Oh, I don't really like the colors options on that one, so maybe I'll do. That one has like, I already did that one on the other house. These all only come in these color variations. Okay, see this car looks too small. This one looks actually the right size, so I'm gonna do slightly in the driveway. Okay, slay. And then that's also slay. But that's too the colors are too close to the house, but then that's too much. That's just doing too much. Maybe if I make that one. I mean, we could do this and then make it red. How about that? Let's just. I'm not making any promises. Let's have a little look-see. Ooh. Okay. I don't know, guys. Well, even that. Okay, that's not that one. That's a little bit. That's. See, my issue with this house is it doesn't look. Oh, that was my bird again. Just being a bit loud right now. What do I do with this one? I did that paneling. Right, and so then this would be a little bit. They look a little too similar. I feel like this front situation's a little bit plain. I might do less trees. Maybe we will do. Maybe we should do the red. No, I think we stick with the green. I think we stick with the green situation I had going on. That was like my safe place. Or even like this dark blue. That could also be honest. Because now it's not clashing with that green. If I do like a kind of different color with it. Okay, and then I'm not gonna worry about all of that right now, but I am going to do. Okay, that's not applicable for this. I don't have any good platform trims. I want to do this, but then it's just ooh. Whatever. Alright, let's do and that's a bit much. Okay. So we do have to figure out what on earth is happening with this little gap. I could theoretically just move all of this back and then make the front bigger. I could do the extra weird extra driveway thing they have going on. It's literally just like an extra, like with trash. A trash pile. We could literally do that. I don't know. This tree is like sticking out though. That's bothering me. And so is this bush. This is all sticking out. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. That's fine. Should we do a different roof? Maybe we do a different roof because these all have the same roof as of right now. So maybe we'll do even this one. That's a little strange looking. Okay, I'll do that for now. I'm gonna save again. I have to go back to this lot, I think, and get rid of this fence and then try and figure out what we're doing with this random space. I do have some like rugs I can put down to make it look like an actual driveway. It's just a matter of whether that's gonna look good or not. So let me see. Let's buy this creator. Once we start putting some furniture and stuff in to decorate the outsides as well, I think that will also help with making this area look a bit more alive. Because right now I feel like these two houses, they look a little too similar in shape. And like I said, I want to keep a little bit more distinction between the design of the houses I'm doing. I want there to be similarities for, you know... Just got a random notification. Oh, why are we lagging? Oh, there's some lag happening right now. It's a little bit weird. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. No, I don't need it this big. We could do... Oops. Okay, this is gonna be a problem because it's sized down. Like that. The only issue is this is gonna overlap into this here, which I don't really want it to do, so let me see. I hate placing these down because they're too big. Do I have a smaller one? I'm gonna have this, I could just use this instead. But now I don't think it's big enough. Okay. That's the joys of tool modding, guys. Is watching me very delicately place these random mats down. Alright. So... I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That, like... It does in fact resemble the build. Let's put down that fence along here. And don't worry, I will fix whatever is going on in the back of the... whatever is going on back there. Okay, that looks fine. So we need to put... The picture has like a metal fence, and I would like to do that. Ooh, I also have these. I'd like to put one of those in. I have these. Oh, my phone's gonna die. Okay, I need to change my internet connection. Alright. So, what was I doing? Yeah, I was thinking of my fencing. I could do a chain link fence, right? But then you'll be able to see this. Also, would that look... I think it would look normal, actually. Let's do it. But I think I might need to do a different version of this because this one's way too long. Where's my music on? Come back. Okay. Do I have a smaller one? Is that gonna be big enough? It's actually so freaking hot in my room right now. That might be the right size. I need to move this back, however. Okay. Oh, put that there. Here's one pro tip when you're tool modding is you should have items like this placed down before you try placing like floor items, because otherwise you can't place anything. So if you're trying to do like rug situations like I'm doing here, don't place them first, you place them last. They're a bit big. They're a bit big. This would have been more sleigh, but there's no singular version of that. Why does it only come in a double one? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna size them down. That is better. Let's put this one. Okay, like it kind of goes over, but that's fine. Where would I even put these? I guess they would go on the street, but maybe they shouldn't be that big. They might be a little bit big. Do like halfway instead of 2. That looks a bit better. Okay, so it's kind of eating. I am pretty happy with how this is turning out, although I hate that now. Oops. Oopsies. Although I am gonna say, while I do like this house and I think I can make it work, the way that it looks right now is not perfectly capturing the vision I was having, so I might make some changes to it. But for the moment I think I'm going to I need to fix this driveway situation first of all. Girl, don't play with me. What is happening? Why is it not letting me drag to delete? Oh god, here we go. There's like an issue with this now. Why? This one's not deleting. Is there something on here? Is this tree like technically? Okay. There's what am I talking about? There's something on here that's not letting me delete it. So whatever, I'll just leave it for now. I don't know what that is. That's probably something with tool, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Okay. Alright. This fence needs to get fixed. I'm also gonna have to swap into live mode in a second to tool the surrounding area. I did start doing this. This is a hot mess, by the way. Don't pay attention to how bad this looks. I just wanted to figure out what it would look like. I do wish there wasn't a secondary road. I wish this was one road and then the rest was green, because I wanted to make like put some stuff here. And I don't think I can really cover this up without it looking strange, so we'll just have to deal with that. But yeah, I'm gonna swap into live mode and start tooling the surrounding area now that I've kind of gotten these two done. I don't really want to touch this house because it's stressing me out thinking about it, because it's a little bit more complicated than these two. So I'm gonna swap and then yeah, we'll get onto that. Who here calls it live mode though? In my entire time playing The Sims 4, I've only ever called, in The Sims in general, I've only ever called it live mode. But I know a lot of people call it live mode. And that just doesn't sit well with me. I've always thought like live as in that's when you press play, so it's like live gameplay. The gameplay is live. But like live makes sense as well too, I guess. It just doesn't feel right to me. Okay, I'm gonna try and do some trees here. I need to get the ones I already have though, I think. Oh wait, it's not gonna let me with that one. Okay, let's see. Don't mind my completely naked sim, by the way. She's just here for the purpose of me being able to actually do stuff on this lot. Let's see. Okay, let's just do like this here for now. Oops. Like I said, we're kind of going Twilighty in this area. We kind of want it to feel like... Hello? Did I not select this? We kind of want it to feel like Forks. I mean, I don't know about these trees specifically. I feel like they might be a little bit much. Oh, it's also gonna start to get really difficult to look. So I hope if this save file ever goes live that we all have fun with trying to look into these houses when this is everywhere. Also, it's so gloomy right now. Why is it so gloomy? Again, this is just prototype, so this will all likely get deleted. I'm just trying to see what it looks like with these here. Might remove a few of them just for the sake of that's not bad. Why is it so gloomy right now? I don't understand. This is a lot of tree happening. What trees am I using in the other areas of my save? I might actually go check that. You know what? Oh my god. Again, that was my bird if you heard that. I'm gonna take you guys with me and you'll get to see what I was working on last in the other residential area in my save file. So let's go. Okay, so this is where I think I last left off over here. It's like the trees I was using. Yeah. Okay. This is so random. You guys honestly didn't even need to see this. I just thought I'd take you over here for like 1 minute and show you what I was doing. It's a hot mess right now. But yeah, apparently this is what I was last up to. I honestly don't even know what is happening in these builds, if anything's been deleted. I think everything looks okay, except for this couch. Yeah, but you can see the reason I'm trying to make these two houses I'm doing like different is because this house looks like this, and those two look a lot like this house here. Has anything been deleted in here? Okay, no, that actually looks okay as well. Alright, so I think I was definitely doing like taller trees, so I need to do that. I need to make the trees look taller. Alright, that's fine. That is okay, I can do that. Okay, so I think I need to just do some taller trees in the back landscape and do some fuller ones as well. Oops. These are even bigger than they actually are. Who's that random person? Just stood there. Oh god. Okay, put one there. Okay, so it's a lot right now. I know that. But I'm gonna go back to like map view and swap to one of them and see what it looks like when the sun's brighter. I think the trees I have in the front will probably need to be made made to be smaller because it's gonna obscure a lot of visibility. Yeah. So I might honestly just like get rid of a few of them. The ones that really obscure the houses are like those ones there. It's so dark now. Was it this dark before? I don't know if it was, but yeah, you can see like with the trees in the background, it really makes the, you know, it makes it feel a bit more alive. This tree is like huge. The issue I have with this is that the ground is so bare, and then I want to put down like grass and stuff, but then it's like so, like I don't want to do too much. I really don't like when it comes to filling the outer area of the world. I feel like it's just unnecessary, like it's just gonna clutter up the thing. So I always intended on just making the areas around the houses feel very full and maybe adding a few things in the distance, or like adding sparse trees. That's where the backdrops come in handy as well, because you can pull them in closer to the houses so that you don't have as much area to fill up. But Yeah. So this house was fine. It was this I wanted to change because this looks too similar to that one house I did. On the same lot as the DS house. I don't know how to make this look different to that one though. We could put it on a foundation again, like I originally had it, and that could help a bit, but I'm not sure what to do with it other than that. We could also do, we could do a decked in porch, or like a porch that's been, how would I describe this? Like a closed in porch, or it's got like a, this like window feature happening. I don't know how to describe this. What I'm thinking is like, I do this, and then do I even have that still installed in my game? That's the question. I might not have it still installed, it might be gone. Like this is sort of like this is what I was thinking. Like, do you see the vision? But I feel like that looks weird. Like, I like the idea of it, but I feel like it looks strange with this house in particular. I don't know, what do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comments what you think of this. Like, it's a cool idea, right? Because this is something that, you know, this is realistic, but I feel like it looks strange with this house. But it could also be that I haven't done enough decorating around it, so that's also why. Or maybe it's the roof. Okay. Go, it's probably not the roof. Let's put that back. Yeah, it could be that I haven't done enough of the outside of the house. Put a flag in, that's for sure. Because the picture I have has a flag. I also want to put in air conditioning. And one of these, this is what I was looking for. So real. There as well. We could do this. Weird. Like over the garage. Although, like, this begs the question of why is it here when there's garage cover? I don't know. Like Jenna Marbles when she said that she has the too much gene. You just do a little too much sometimes. Just make a lot of questionable decisions. This is what I would use if we were keeping this as a trailer. Is there not like a version of this that isn't so big though? Because why is it so large? And what is that? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, we can't do this on the foundation because of the garage. That's the thing. As well. Something to keep in mind. Also, don't worry, I haven't given up on trying to do split level houses yet. I'm still trucking on with that. I've had very little luck with it in my most recent attempts, but I'm going to make it happen. I will see myself succeed in doing that at some point. Don't know when, but at some point it's going to happen. Okay. Okay, maybe it's some roof stuff. We'll do some roof stuff. This probably needs a chimney as well. I think the one I did for the down here. Maybe it is the color of it. Oh. Now that just feels unrealistic. Does that feel right to anybody? Does that not just feel like incredibly like like really brown now? I don't know. Oh, we could do it like that. Yeah, I don't know. I simply don't know. Also fix up the backyard. Some fencing. I mean, I can try and do the floor plan. I wasn't intending on doing anything like that today either. This was all 100% purely going to be just me doing exteriors and tool modding, but honestly it's not taken me nearly as long as I thought it would. I thought this would take me a very long time. Like 2 hours, but we're like, I think an hour into this video. Maybe a little bit more. And it has not taken me that long at all. Okay, so what did I say? Did I say I was gonna do the floor plan? I had to pause and take a minute. Right. Fix this little back piece of the fence. Hello? What nerve? So strange. I don't know. Can I do the floor plan? You know, the issue with doing like the exteriors and stuff first is that you might find out that your interior is too small. Also, I feel like I want to do something different. I don't really like this that I have here. I'm gonna leave it for now. But I'm just saying that if this looks different at a later point, it's because I changed my mind. But yeah, I think this interior honestly might be a little bit too itty bitty for my purposes. Like, this is the garage, I guess. And well, I would assume that okay, let's put some lights in. It might be that I try and do this full plan and then I figure out that I can't do it because because I don't know what to do. So if that happens, this part of the video doesn't exist, alright? Yeah, it might have honestly, like, in terms of I wanted to do this for at least 2 hours. I think we probably aren't gonna get to the 2-hour mark though. I should have done another house. That way we could have had 3 to work on because I don't want to do this one right now. But yeah, this may end up not being quite 2 hours, but in that case that's fine because my comeback video can just be a little short one. Whoops. For us to enjoy. So let's get some ceiling lights, probably, and see if we can do this floor plan. I'm horrible at floor plans, so yeah. I want to go very like warm, cozy, old. So we're going for a kind of 50s, 60s, 70s floor plan. So let's see. I'm thinking. Right, with the garage here, we need to do a door. And then sometimes it helps me to put flooring down. So I might do that. I'm kind of thinking kitchen, but it might be a bit smaller. Or we could do It's a bit large, actually. Okay, this is gonna be hard. I'm probably not gonna be able to do this. Oh, I don't know where I'd put bedrooms, guys. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this floor plan. I might have to look up, like, trailer. It's not a trailer, but I'm gonna pretend it is. Trailer house. Maybe, like, ranch house floor plans. I don't think I can wing this on my own. I think I need help from Pinterest in figuring this one out. This is a little bit... Ooh. Usually I do try and do the floor plan before I do the exterior, simply because I could find out that I need to move, like, the placement of the door or something. And, like, the garage obviously has to be on this side, and that can complicate where I put everything else. So let's see what Pinterest tells me to do. Currently it's not telling me to do anything. Girl, please load. Okay, thank you. Alright, none of these are what I'm looking for. None of these follow. I think I have some floor plans saved, actually, on my page. Which my Pinterest is always linked below, by the way, if you were looking for that. I have a whole board for my save file where I save, like, inspiration pics and stuff. So if you're making a save file that's similar, feel free to look at my Pinterest board. It's kind of disorganized right now because I haven't gone through it in a while, but it still can be helpful for everyone. Girl, can you freaking load? Okay, I don't actually have any ranch style house floor plans on here, so I've kind of just shot myself in the foot. There is not a single thing to reference from, except maybe this one could work. That's a big house. Okay, we could just, like, cut it in half, I guess. Alright. They've got the... Okay, this is kind of what I was already doing, though. Except they... Wait, no, it's not. I'm confused. I'm confusing myself. Do, like, a little utility room. Let's be, like, that long. And this is a kitchen. And then they want this to be the living space. I don't know if I can do that. I'd have to, like, move the front door, like, here. And then this is the living space. And then it's what? Like, bedroom 1. No, this isn't gonna work. This floor plan isn't gonna work. I might have to look at, like, trailer home floor plans. Trailer house floor plans. I'm gonna pause really quickly and just get one up and then see if I can recreate it. That way you guys aren't stuck with me, yeah, sitting here trying a million different things. Okay, I found one. I want to try it. We will see if it works. If it doesn't, that's fine. Let's just get rid of all this. The only thing is, like, a trailer doesn't have a garage. So none of these floor plans for trailers account for there being, yeah, a garage. But... And they're also skinnier than this, so I could make this house less wide. This likely won't work, but I'm just gonna throw this in here anyway. Let's see. So it's actually like a hallway, this is what I was doing originally anyway. And they have the bedrooms, like, here already. And then that's like a kitchen and dining here. This is a really big kitchen and dining space. I would do this as the kitchen. This is like a little dining, and then this is like the living area. So I would do something like like that. Maybe like one more across. And I do like a little back door. This is not this is not good. This is horrible. I'm gonna have to think about this interior really hard and try and figure something else out. But I guess just for fun we'll do this. There's no bathroom. I've just realized I haven't accounted for a bathroom, so we don't want to put a bathroom in the connected to the dining and kitchen. So it might be more like this is like a smaller room, and then we do like a little bathroom, and this is a, or even we just pull this out a bit more. That way we can have that, like this is the bathroom. Okay, then that should probably be the same shape. And this is the that looks awful. I know, because this is a tiny little. Whoops. Well. I would do a doorway or an arch. I don't know. I don't ever like when I'm doing this, I don't think about colors. I'm just, or like whether it looks good, I just start throwing stuff in. I should put down a different window. So bad. Alright, yay! We did a floor plan. It looks absolutely horrendous, and I would not keep this. I need to think about this a lot more. And also I don't like that this is extended here. I think that looks really bad. But maybe I'll keep it. Just wanted to give you guys, I guess, an idea of what me doing a floor plan looks like. It takes me a lot longer, but if I'm throwing something together really quickly, I guess it would turn out like this. This is like an impossibly long hallway, so it's just not very good. It also probably doesn't need to be 3 tiles. I'd probably do it as 2, if anything. So yeah, there's that as well. I would push all of this back like this, and then make the house smaller. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad, it's just not great. On that note though, I'm probably gonna leave this video here. I know that we sort of just did these 2 houses and a little bit of the tree situation. It's kind of a hot mess. The trees, I just wanted to figure out what it would look like, but I didn't make any grand promises on what my comeback would look like. I didn't say it was gonna be, you know, us doing anything crazy. I kind of just wanted to chill out and put something out for you guys because it's been quite a while. My next video hopefully be a bit more well planned and a bit more detailed, but regardless, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.